Hello, everyone. Today we are doing an episode of Success Leaves Clues, and we have an awesome person with us today. For some individuals, it will be an introduction, for some others, it will be a reacquaintance. But the whole point of Success Leaves Clues is that everybody has a journey in life and we have different challenges. Your challenges may not be my challenge, but those challenges that I go through and the things that individuals achieve in their life will definitely leave you nuggets to be able to achieve the level of success that you want in your life. And today is our initial interview, and we couldn't have a better person on here. So let's introduce Mr. Charles Chizel Harris. He is an author, he is a father, he is a business owner of his own fitness center here in Owings Mills, Maryland. He has been in fitness for over 20 years. It's not just a personal endeavor for him, it is also a career. He is a major inspiration. And today he is gracing us to share his own personal physical accomplishment that he's doing on his own journey. And so, without further ado, here is Charles Chisel Harris.
Woo! Yeah, 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 yeah. Give it up, give it up. What's up, Hemingway? It's
Hello.
always a pleasure seeing you. And I wish everyone in the world felt the same way you feel about me. It would be a better place. I would be so happy and thrilled. But thank you for the kind words. It means so much to me. I really
You
appreciate you.
You are very welcome. You are extremely welcome. And you are definitely one who deserves all accolades and appreciation. So, today, and we are here today to speak about a physical challenge that Charles Chisel Harris is getting ready to embark upon, and it's called Ironman 70.3. What I want you to do is, I want you to share with folks who might not even understand what Ironman is. What is it?
Good question. The Ironman competition is a triathlon, which means you combine three sports in one, and you have to do it all in one day. Swimming, biking, and running in that order is how it works. The Ironman competition, the official competition, is done in Kona. That is a competition that not everyone can do. It's like a privilege to be a part of that. However, the Ironman 70.3 is half of that particular race, and it's done all across the country. This particular one that I'm participating in is done in Arizona next weekend. But it starts off with a swim. It's a 1.2 mile swim. Get out the water. You cycle 56 miles from that's like Baltimore to DC.
Okay.
So that's the distance that you would swim when you put that in perspective. And the last part is a half marathon, which is 13.1 miles. So you have to do that all within 8 hours is the cutoff time. 8 hours and 30 minutes is the time that we have to do that. It starts at 7 a.m. So we have to be done by 3:30. So that's the average time for most people, unless you're a really competitive person and can knock it out in half the time. And some people can do that. So I'm excited. I mean, it's very challenging but doable.
Oh, that sounds extremely challenging. 8 hours for 56 miles, 56 bicycle miles, 13 running miles, and a mile swimming. That is
Yeah.
excellent. So, for this type of event, what type of physical training have you done for yourself to prepare yourself for it?
Well, it's been a 12-week journey for me, and being an entrepreneur, a business owner. Even if you work in the corporate world, or even if you a person that work from home, it's still finding the time to really have a work schedule, a real life, and finding time to train. 5 to 6 hours a week, you have to allot time to do the three disciplines: swimming, biking, and running, and try to really mix that up within your week. And just trying not to just concentrate on one particular sport, but find a balance. Swimming is normally the most challenging part of the competition because that's a part that, most of us just don't swim in open water all the time.
Okay.
So that was the most challenging part for me, just feeling comfortable to be able to swim a mile without stopping. So just finding time over the past 12 weeks to allot 5 to 6 hours a week of consistent training.
So it is taking you 12 weeks to prepare in a physical scenario, but what would you say is the mental conditioning for such an event as an Ironman?
Well, I always tell people the Ironman is really, I think, how can I put this? It just really speaks upon my life, because you have to really just be disciplined, and you have a lot of distractions and a lot of setbacks that some of these setbacks you don't have control of, just like real life. I mean, we all have that Iron Man in us because we have to get up and live our life every day and just really keep focus and discipline. A lot of times friends want to go out. I can't go out. I want to watch the Ravens football game. Can't do that because I need to be out there running and swimming and cycling. So it takes a lot of time to really go out and just train for this. And a lot of times I ain't feel like doing it. I ain't feel like swimming. I ain't feel like running. I ain't feel like cycling. And I just physically didn't have the energy to do it. But I just, made myself do it. Having motivation is great, but motivation doesn't last. Motivation does not outlast discipline. And just being disciplined and do it when you don't feel like doing it and getting up and do it anyway.
Now, that is a master statement that you just said there. Motivation does not last always, it's not a consistent thing. And a lot of times, I think that people think when I really want something, I'm just going to be motivated. I'm going to feel
Yes.
supercharged to do it. And that is not a reality. Sometimes you really don't feel like it. And you said something that was key. You go do it anyway, which taps into discipline. And what happens is when you are disciplined and you have consistent habits and you
Yes.
are doing this thing in a routine way, that builds the motivation back in. And so motivation doesn't necessarily carry you through, discipline does. And
Yes.
that's a key nugget. That's a key nugget for success, discipline. So just like clients come to you with a fitness goal, you got fitness goals too.
You have to have a goal. Yeah, you have to have a goal to really, accomplish anything. If you're just doing it to be doing it, some people that may work for it, but for me and most people, most individuals that I work with, you have to have a goal. And once you reach your goal, it just helps you set another goal. You want always have a goal that you have to reach, and that helps you stay on track and be consistent. Just having small, consistent habits. You don't have to go to the gym and bench press 500 pounds or run 26 miles in a marathon, but just basically doing small little things each week. You have 168 hours per week. Just take 3 of those hours, 3 hours a week, 3 hours to do something for
Gotcha.
yourself. I think you can find time to do that in a week that you have 168 hours per week. Just find 3 times to do something just for you.
That's awesome. I'm a liken that to the quantum leap. Small little efforts lead to big changes. And a
Yes.
lot of times when we start something, sometimes folks are like, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. And that's not lasting. But if you pick one thing and then you bridge onto that and bridge onto that, then you have lasting change. Well, let me find out, where can folks find you on social media, or how can we get connected to you? You have your gym in Owings Mills, Maryland. You have social media, so how could they connect to you exactly?
If you live in Baltimore, Maryland, or surrounding areas, Virginia, DC, you can find me in Owings Mills under Chizel It Transformation Center. If you can come live to our facility, it's an amazing transformation center. It's beyond the physical fitness part of it. We really just help people have a mental mindset of changing their life. Secondly, we have a high presence on Facebook under Charles Harris. I do a lot of, social media, inspirational stuff. Like I said, beyond the physical fitness, just to reach out and help people jumpstart into a healthy lifestyle. Instagram is Chizel It Harris, and that's spelled Chizel It Harris. You can find us on Instagram or charleschizel.com for more information on our program. And lastly, my number is 443-253-0090. You can reach out, send me a text if you need any information on your health and wellness needs. I'm always available to reach out and help anyone at any time.
Now, this is not your first center, and this time around, you have a special superstar with you, your daughter. So, how is that right now, doing the fitness and having a familiar connection, and it being actually your own seed working with you?
Yeah, it's amazing. Daughter daddy fitness is we want to coin that phrase as far as having a father daughter combination. It's amazing just to have that dynamic, and I think that's going to go a long way. Just to a lot of times daddy and daughter relationships can be strenuous. I mean, this because that's just in our society, but fortunately, we have a great relationship. My daughter never worked out as a child. She
Okay.
started at 12 years old at our front desk, but I never could get her to do anything as far as health and wellness. But that's something that she's grown into. She has her own brand. She has her own identity, and she's in great shape. She did a figure competition, won first place, second place, third place a couple years ago. So just having something that I didn't have to force her to do this. She wanted to do it. I don't know where she got it from, but she just basically just took the bull by the horns, and she's doing amazing. So we have great image and energy, great chemistry. She has actually, she's going for a PhD in wellness.
Wow.
So she'll be a doctor in the health and wellness industry. So just to have the educational piece and I have the experience, it's a great dynamic.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go with the apple don't fall far from the tree. October the 22nd, the Ironman is coming up, and you will be in Arizona to do your competition. So, is everything sealed, done, ready? It's in the bag.
Yeah, at this point, after 12 weeks of training, the physical aspect of it is complete. I feel strong. I feel really energetic. I'm starting to feel that excitement again, that enthusiasm that we all get before like any major competition or big game, whatever. If you want to say it's like a big game. But the Ironman competition is something that you do during the process of training. You become an Ironman before the actual event because you just really have to focus and put all your intention and concentration and getting to the point. The actual competition is tough, but it's kind of like the celebration part of it. So I'm excited. Now I have to, the mental part of it. This week, I'm just going to really get my mind mentally and visualize and meditate on what I want. I want to see that finish line before I actually see it physically. I need to see it in my mind. And just, like the travel arrangements, the hotel, the flight, make sure my bike gets there, all those kind of little things that we don't see behind the scenes.
Okay.
We have to, take care of that as, athletes and make sure all that is in place. So yeah, it's very exciting. I appreciate everyone's energy and support. It really means a lot to have people say, you can do it, you got this. You motivate me by watching you. So, and that's the reason why I do a lot of social media stuff, just to encourage someone out there just to get started. If I can do it, if this guy can do it, you can do it. Believe me when I say that. If I can do it, you can do it. Just get up and do it.
All right. Is there any way that we can support you in this endeavor of Ironman right now for your journey?
I have a GoFundMe page. You can look it up on GoFundMe. It's a very expensive sport, with the travel, the
Okay.
bike, the running, the eating right, the hotel. all that stuff. So it's a very, expensive sport, but it's a privilege to be a part of the Ironman. And my goal after this is to really, teach others of people of my culture or whoever. It doesn't really matter that want to be a part of the sport. It's very rewarding. It's something that you really don't have to depend on other people to work out with you. You can just really go solo with this, even though it takes a village to build.
Mhm.
But this is a sport that you can pretty much run when you want, cycle when you want. You don't have to wait on anyone else. So that's the part I like about it, just having that discipline, and that will trickle to other areas of your life.
Okay. Well, what I will do is underneath this video, I'll make sure to list your social media, your GoFundMe, or anything, a way that they can folks can contact you. And also, what I want to do is I'm going to summarize a few things that you gave as key nuggets for success. Discipline.
Yes.
Um, Oftentimes, when things get tough, sometimes we think, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I should throw in the towel. That's not how it works. It's exactly for you. It means you have to dig in a little deeper to get to where you want to go. And routine, consistency. Motivation is great, but it will not last for the long haul. It will go up and down. It's like a roller coaster. So you have to have habits and routines set up in your life and consistency,
Yes. Yes.
as well as small achievements put together creates a big boom. So I thank you so much for being absolutely the first person to be on Success Leaves Clues.
Woo! Yes. It's a historical moment.
That's right. This
Feel
is a
special.
before video because we're going to interview you again after. And we're going to do a comparison about what it was like 13 years ago to now. But no matter what, you have always had a win win, can't stop, won't stop spirit. And I've seen you elevate from level to level to level, higher and higher. And I already know you're going to be a supreme success at Ironman 70.3 Arizona.
I really appreciate you, and I appreciate everyone with the support and the prayers and the affirmations and just reaching out, saying you can do this, you got this. There's so many times I just say I don't want to do it, but just that looking at the social media or the text messaging has really helped me. Believe it or not, it goes a long way. Just that positive energy that I've been getting from all you guys out there. I love you for that. And I thank you for taking time to interview me. That means so much to me. And my goal and dream is just will help someone else to get out and do the same thing that I'm doing.
And I'm certain it will. You deserve every accolade that can come your way. This is Trasie Marketing Queen Hemingway, and we give a great big thanks to Charles Chisel Harris, and we will be your greatest supporters of your journey. We will see you again, and may you be victorious in your journey. Have a great day. All right,
God bless.
everybody.
Thank you.